Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lions Den with another news and commentary. I'm following an update of what happened yesterday. There's been reported yesterday there was a 15-year-old kid in Fort Worth, Texas, that was shot and killed. Now, there's been an update, and I'm going to go ahead and read it. This is according to Heavy.com, and the update is that police erupted after Fort Worth police shot and killed an armed 20-year-old man suspected of assault with a deadly weapon. Early reports on social media falsely stated that the person shot was unarmed teen, fueling public unrest. Now, like I said before, sometimes gotta wait and see what the facts come out. And here it is. It said no juveniles were involved at all, Sergeant Chris Daniels said in a press conference at the scene. He added that the shot man was found with a handgun. By evening, protests had swelled to several hundred people all the same. Well, after police explained that a 20-year-old man with a gun was shot, people on social media continued to claim it was an unarmed teen. The reason people are out here is because there's no trust, said Pastor Michael Bell, protest leader to the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. If there was trust, then we could believe what the police says. The name of those involved were not released. You see photos and videos from the scene near Berry Street, where a large crowd was gathering throughout this article. And then one Twitter said there are hundreds of people out here now, much more than there were 2 hours ago. Police have sectioned off parts of the road. It all started late in the afternoon at 4 p.m. when officers were in the area looking for a wanted person. This individual was wanted for aggravating assault with a deadly weapon, Daniel says. So really, a lot of people were figured that it was a teenager, a 15-year-old teenager, and then it turns out by police, and this is from the police part, that it was an armed 20-year-old man with a gun. So, and this is, I'm just continuing going, I'm going to continue reading. This is also from Heavy.com. It says, police said that the deceased man was found hiding in the truck. And they said that police as a team officer involved shooting at Fort Worth. Details limited at the time. And then, and continue said the police spokesman described a scene in which an armed man wanted for a dangerous offense didn't follow the orders of the police officer who located him. Officers saw the man getting into a car with 2 other people and tried to make a traffic stop, according to Daniels. The individuals in the car fled on foot. Officers gave chase. They were able to take 2 people into custody, he said, adding that they didn't initially find the third person, so they kept searching in the area. He was subsequently found hiding in a truck near the 5200 block of East Berry. When officers tried to make the arrest, gunshots were fired. Officers were able to get the individual out of the truck. He was found with a handgun, said Daniel. At the moment, there are a lot of rumors out here about juvenile being involved. There's no child involved in this at all. These were all adults, he stressed. Daniel said the man was not compliant. When officers tried to get him to come out of the truck, he wasn't sure how many officers had fired or were present. And then it continues, said, the tweet says, huge crowds of people at this officer-involved shooting in the southeast Fort Worth, no info yet. And then it goes on to say, he said there was an officer with a tactical medical unit who immediately administered first aid to the person who was shot, but the shot man died at the scene. The man who died was a suspect for aggravating assault with a deadly weapon, Dane said. He said the information was preliminary. Early in the evening, the Fort Worth police confirmed only that they responded to an officer-involved shooting. Fox 4 News quickly reported that social media posts indicated a 15-year-old teenager was shot and killed were false. Writing, police said no children were involved in the officer-involved shooting in the Fort Worth, and all those involved were adults. And there you have it. It turns out that it wasn't no teenager involved in this. It was a 20-year-old man who was killed in the shooting. Now, it continues to say Steve Pickett, a journalist for CBS 11, published a photo showing a prayer circle at the scene. He reported that the shooting was fatal. And like I said, this was yesterday. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is another update, and it says that it was a confirmed police involved shooting, but according to this, it said there is no 15-year-olds were involved, and the man who was armed, basically the man who was armed was shot and killed. He was involved with an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So I'm going to keep you more on this story as I can, but I mean, as far as I know, this is what's happening. That the police version said that it was no 15-year-old, it was a 20-year-old man that was shot and killed, and he was armed. So let me know what you think. Like, click subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. And with that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.